All right, guys, it's behind the scenes for patrons only. You know, I've been meaning to do this for probably about 2 months now. Jordan Peterson's personality test at understandmyself.com. It's about 100 statements. We're going to do this live. It's funny, he gives you a list of what conditions should surround me and what state of mind I should be in when I answer these questions. He says, you know, you don't want to be in a mood where you're particularly self-critical. You don't want to be particularly negative or judgmental. If you're feeling very unhappy, you don't want to feel rushed, et cetera, et cetera. You don't want to be interrupted or distracted. However, that all being said, I'm going to do this for you guys. I'm going to do it as clearly and as honestly as possible. I'm going to take the test right now. By the way, at understandmyself.com, if you enter code Rubin, all caps, Jordan will give you 20% off, and it's only about $8 anyway. So I'm going to do this. It's about 100 statements, and then you either agree with them or disagree with them, and we're doing a little screen share operation right here. So we're going to see what happens. By the way, real quick before I start, I should tell you that when I had Jordan on for the live stream about 12 Rules, his new book, that night I had dinner with he and Eric Weinstein, intellectual powerhouses. It's great to even just sit there and share food with them. But they both obviously had, well, Jordan obviously had taken the test. Eric had just taken it too. So I finally needed to jump into this. Okay, seldom feel blue. Do I strongly agree with that? Neither agree or strongly agree. Seldom? Well, I do feel blue sometimes because of the state of the world. I worry about the state of the world all the time. So I wouldn't say seldom. If anything, I disagree with that. Not hugely strongly, but I'm going to say 2. I'm not interested in other people's problems. I strongly disagree with that. I am very much interested in other people's problems. I want to solve the problems of the world. Carry out my plans. I absolutely do. I think I've been really focused, especially the last couple of years. Make friends easily. You know, I've made so many new friends in the last year, particularly easily. I'm going to say I mostly agree with that. I'm sure some people do it easier. I'm quick to understand things. Yeah, I think I hope that's what makes me a good interviewer. Get angry easily. Definitely not. It really does take a lot, so I'm going to strongly disagree with that. Respect authority. I have a certain, I'll talk to you a little, I have a certain respect for authority, but I don't have an absolute respect. So I'll say that I agree that I respect it. I'm going to say right in the middle on that one, actually. I have to think about that one a little bit more. Leave my belongings around. Well, this is something that Jordan actually has really worked on, you know, about clean up your house, get rid of your clutter. I don't really. I do it a tiny bit still. So I'm going to say leave my belongings around. I don't strongly disagree. I do it a tiny bit, so I'm going to say 2. Take charge. I pretty much do that. Enjoy the beauty of nature. Absolutely. Am filled with doubts about things. Yeah, I mean, I doubt things all the time. I doubt sometimes what I'm doing. Am I right about all this stuff? Yeah, so I'm filled with doubt about things. I don't strongly have doubts, but I have enough doubts that I think I can do that. Feel others' emotions. I think I'm pretty good at that. I think also what probably makes me a decent interviewer. I waste my time. Not a ton, actually. I don't have a lot of time. But do I waste it sometimes? I mean, I could probably watch a little less Seinfeld. I'll give that a 2. I'm hard to get to know. I don't think so. I'm pretty open with people for the most part. Have difficulty understanding abstract ideas. No, I love abstract ideas. I love getting to them. Rarely get irritated. Yeah, I don't really get irritated. Sometimes like little nonsensical things annoy me. So I'm going to say I basically agree with that. Believe that I am better than others. I don't think I'm better than people. I think there's some people that I'm better than, and there's some people that I'm worse than, so that's an odd one. Believe that I'm better than others that I deserve to be better than, but better than others. So I'm going to say I neither agree or disagree with that. It's a hard one to say. Like order. I've come to like order more as I've gotten older. I'll mostly agree with that. Have a strong personality. I guess you guys probably wouldn't be watching if I didn't, so I'll agree with that. Believe in the importance of art. Absolutely. It's a reflection of ourselves. Feel comfortable with myself. Yeah. I'm not going to give that the strongest. I'm a work in progress like everybody else, so I'll say that. Inquire about others' well-being. I really do try to as much as I can. Find it difficult to get down to work. Definitely not. I work too much probably. Keep others at a distance. No, I mean, not good people. Keep others at a distance. I don't know that I agree or disagree. Like, if I like you, I welcome people in very quickly, which is why I become friends with so many of my guests. Can handle a lot of information. I definitely think I can do that. Get upset easily. Not really. I would say strongly disagree. It takes a lot to really get me upset. Hate to seem pushy. I don't mind being a little pushy. So I won't go strongly. I'll go a little lighter. Keep things tidy. My house, although this mostly is because of David, is pretty freaking tidy. But if he wasn't around, it would be less tidy. So I won't give that full, but it's pretty damn good. Lack the talent for influencing people. I almost choked on that. No, I strongly disagree with that. I think I've been pretty good at that. Love to reflect on things. I reflect on things probably too much. I'll do that one. Feel threatened easily? No, definitely not. Unless you're literally violently threatening me. Can't be bothered with others' needs. No, I strongly disagree with that. I try to be a good friend and family member. Mess things up? Yeah, sometimes, but not that often. I'd say I neither agree nor disagree. Reveal little about myself? Definitely not. I think you guys know pretty much all my beliefs at this point. Like to solve complex problems? Definitely. Keep my emotions under control? I would say I'm pretty good at that. Take advantage of others? No. Take advantage of others? I like to work with people. Strongly. I don't take advantage like in an unduly way, so I'm going to strongly disagree with that. Follow a schedule. I do, although again, that's mostly because of David and Amira, but they've got me on a schedule these days and I don't have any time, so I have to be on one. Know how to captivate people. I think I'm pretty solid at that. Get deeply immersed in music. I love music and I'm big into ambient and jazz. I've been telling you guys about some of the chill channels that I've been digging, but deeply immersed, I don't think I'm like one of those people that can just like completely zone out. So I would say, I'm going to say I love music, but I don't think I'm necessarily one of those. So I would say neither disagree or agree. Rarely feel depressed. Rarely? It depends what rarely is. Sometimes, I mean, I worry about the world, so I'll agree that it's, I don't know if worry and depression are the same thing. Depressed? I've never been depressed. All right, I've been told I've never been depressed. I don't know that I'm supposed to take outside influence. I can't say that I've never felt depressed, so I'm going to say I mostly disagree with that. I'm sure I've felt depressed. I've been like, do I have depression? Something else. All right. Sympathize with others' feelings. I definitely do that. Finish what I start. I used to not, but I think I've gotten very good at that as an adult. Warm up quickly to others. Yeah, I think so. Avoid philosophical discussions. I certainly don't do that. Change my mood a lot. No, definitely not. My mood's pretty much consistent. Avoid imposing my will on others. I don't impose my will. I will tell people what I think. So I would strongly agree that I avoid imposing it on them. Yeah. I'm not bothered by messy people. I do get annoyed actually by when I go to people's houses and they're messy, or I'm in someone's car and it's all messy. So I'm not bothered. I agree. So I disagree with that, but not like tremendously. I'm not, so I'll go with that. Wait for others to lead the way. No, I definitely don't do that. Do not like poetry. I don't have a great appreciation for poetry actually. So I would basically say I agree. I just don't love it. I don't. All right, this is page 6 of 10, by the way, so we're getting there. Worry about things. Yeah, I worry about the fate of the world a lot. So I will agree with that strongly. I'm indifferent to the feelings of others. No, I very much care about the feelings of others. But I don't think it's just about feelings, so I'm going to put a 2 on that. Don't put my mind on the task at hand. I do kind of wander in my mind, but I think I'm pretty good at the task at hand, so I'm going to mostly disagree with that. Rarely get caught up in the excitement. Like, I'm not really one of those people that I can go to like a basketball game and be screaming like everybody else. So, but I do love watching basketball. Rarely get caught up in the excitement. No, I can get caught up a little bit, I'd say. Avoid difficult reading material. No, I don't do that. Sometimes I'm reading things and I don't really understand them. Eric Weinstein sends me things all the time. Rarely lose my composure. I mean, the fact, look, I did that freaking Blair Candace thing and I didn't lose my composure, so I think we can strongly agree with that. Rarely put people under pressure. That's interesting. I mean, at a professional level, I think I ask questions that make people think and put them under some sort of internal pressure. No, and when I have debates with friends, I put people under pressure, so I'm going to mostly disagree with that. Want everything to be just right. I want the world to be kind of fixed, so I don't know what just right. I'll agree that I want things to be better than they are. How about that? See myself as a good leader. I do. Seldom notice the emotional aspects of paintings and pictures. No, I'm pretty good at seeing. We have some great paintings here. David's sister is a great artist, so I'm going to strongly disagree with that. I'm easily discouraged. No, because I would have quit a long time ago if I was. Take no time for others. Definitely not. I could probably take a little bit more. Take no time. So do I agree that I take no time? No, I don't think I agree or disagree. I think I do what I basically think is right. Get things done quickly. I am a big believer in that, sometimes to a fault, but yeah, I do things quickly. I'm not a very enthusiastic person. No, I'm not the most boisterous person, but I am not. I would say I disagree with that. I am enthusiastic. Have a rich vocabulary. I like to think I'm quite eloquent, so I'll agree strongly. I'm a person whose moods go up and down easily. No. Insult people a little bit on Twitter, but it's not really. Do I strongly agree with that? No. Agree with it a little bit. Do I neither agree nor a little? I don't insult them. I mock their stupidity. So I think neither. Yeah, I'm like, I don't go out of my way to insult people. I'm not bothered by disorder. I am bothered by it a little bit, so I'm gonna not super strongly disagree. Can talk others into doing things. I think I'm pretty good at that. I don't try to get people to do things, but I think I can argue my case, so I'll strongly agree. Need a creative outlet. I mean, I think that's what I do here with you guys, so I will say that. I'm not embarrassed easily. Yeah, I don't know. It would take a lot to embarrass me, I think. Take an interest in other people's lives. Sure, I do get stuck in my own thing, so I don't think I can strongly agree with that, but I'll mostly agree with that. Always know what I'm doing. In an existential sense, I don't know, but like for the most part in my day-to-day, yeah, I know what I'm doing for the most part. Show my feelings when I'm happy. I think people understand when I'm happy. Think quickly. Yeah, I definitely think quickly, and I can kind of figure out what I'm thinking. I'm not easily annoyed. I thought we did that one already, but I strongly agree with that. I don't seek conflict, but I don't mind conflict. No, but I'm willing to stand up for what I believe in, so I'm going to say I mostly agree with that. Dislike routine. I've come to like routine a little bit more, so I'm going to say I somewhat disagree on that. Hold back on my opinions. I definitely don't do that. Seldom get lost in thought. I do get lost in thought all the time, so I have to strongly disagree on that. Become overwhelmed by events. Sometimes I can get really caught up in things and not be focused on the here and now, so I'll agree with that somewhat. Don't have a soft side? No, I definitely have a soft side. I don't have to show it to everybody all the time, but I do. Postpone decisions. No, I like making decisions like ASAP. So I definitely disagree with that. Have a lot of fun. Yeah, I've got a pretty good life. Learn things slowly. Not really. I kind of get them or I don't. So I'm going to mostly disagree with that. Get easily agitated. No, I don't. Love a good fight. I like a good intellectual fight. I agree. I do. I don't know about a brawl. See that rules are observed. If the rules are just, then yeah. So I'm going to mostly agree with that. I'm the first to act. Yeah, I mean, I know what I think, and yeah. Seldom daydream. I do daydream a lot, so I'm going to say I mostly disagree. All right, last page here. I'm afraid of many things. No, not many things. The Rancor monster. That's about it. Like to do things for others. I definitely do. Am easily distracted. I can get. I think we did sort of one like that, didn't we? I mean, yeah, I am sort of. I can be. Am I easily distracted? No, not really. I don't know that I agree or disagree with that. I do laugh a lot. Strongly agree. Formulate ideas clearly. I like to think I've been pretty decent at formulating some ideas. Can be stirred up easily. No, takes a lot. I'm out for my own personal gain. I mean, this gets to the heart of everything we do. I do what I think is right for me, which is right by the people that I am close with and my community. I'm out for personal gain. Not at the expense of everything, rational self-interest, so I'm mostly going to agree with that. Want every detail taken care of. I'm not the most detail-oriented, so I have people around me like David and Amira who are detail-oriented. So I'm going to mostly disagree with that. Do not have an assertive personality. No, I definitely do. See beauty in things that others might not notice. That's a good one. That's the last one. That's an interesting one. See beauty in things that others might not notice. Yeah, I think I do. I think I do. I've completed this task. Click next. All right. Assessment complete. This is it, people. You're about to find out everything you wanted to know about Dave Rubin. And my results are, on the big 5 aspect scale, agreeableness is typical. I'm in the 43rd percentile, which means I'm more agreeable than 43 out of the 100 people. That implies typical. I would think I'm very agreeable, but I state my opinion. So, all right, that's interesting. My compassion is high. I think that's where I'm in the 88th percentile on compassion. Okay. Politeness, very low. The 4th percentile. That seems very odd to me. If I was one of 100 people in a room, you would be less polite than 95 of them and more polite than 4 of them. That seems very off. I'm going to have to talk to Peterson about that one. Conscientiousness, high. All right, I think that's sort of awareness. Okay, that sounds good. Industriousness, very high. Like I get stuff done, which I seem to do. Orderliness, moderately high. And this is one that I've definitely gotten better on in my life, so I think that one makes sense. But that one's with the help of other people. Extroversion, exceptionally high. Yeah, I mean, I'm friendly to people when I see them, so that makes sense to me. My enthusiasm is high. That sounds good. Assertiveness is exceptionally high. I like getting in the fight, yeah. Neuroticism, low, yeah. I'm not really neurotic. So this makes sense to me. Withdrawal, typical or average? What is withdrawal? Withdrawal is one aspect of neuroticism. Individuals, average, may occasionally suffer from anticipatory anxiety, but are generally not impeded by it. They can handle new, uncertain, unexpected, threatening, or complex situations as well. They are not more likely to avoid or withdraw in the face of unknown and unexpected. I guess that sounds about average for me. Volatility, very low. I think we got that one. Open to experience. Yeah, I'm open. Intellect, high. Well, thank you very much. Openness, high. All right. I mean, this all seems to make sense to me. The only one, the politeness. Was that what it was? Politeness, very low. David and or Amira, you guys want to chime in on this? So David said that I might have screwed up some questions there. Amira is saying that on some of the ones where I made it like I'm so outgoing that maybe that lowers your politeness. That's interesting, and I'll discuss that with Peterson. I'm going to send him the results of this thing, and maybe you know what?
Also, he's Canadian, Amira is saying.
Oh, well, Peterson's Canadian, so, you know, their politeness thing's out of whack up there. Big land, little people. Not little people, I mean low amount of people. Not slow people either. All right, well, this is really interesting. I hope you guys will do it also. It is understandmyself.com. Rubin in all caps, I think it's 20% off. We're not getting a cut of that. He didn't ask. I'm not getting anything off that. I just think it's an interesting thing to do. David's going to do it. Amira's going to do it. Alexis is going to do it. Maybe Emma will do it. She's over here. And you know what? Maybe I'll do something where I can discuss the results of this. Maybe we'll get Peterson on Skype and we can discuss the results of mine. That would kind of be interesting. Anyway, thank you guys for the support on Patreon. As always, I'm wearing the same clothes that I just interviewed Lindsay Shepard in. She just left. She had to run back to Toronto. But that truly is an example of why Patreon is so important. We were able to fly her out here and put her up in a hotel and make it happen. And she's such a voice of what's wrong and what's right in the society. A person like her is what's right, and what's happening to her is what's wrong. So I appreciate your guys' support, and happy holidays to everybody. And we'll do the next one of these next year.